Hello students, welcome to my chemistry class. Today I am going to teach you about Gibbs free energy and EMF of the cell. Means what are the relationships between Gibbs free energy and EMF of the cell potential, etc. So firstly let's discuss about the Gibbs free energy. This is not a new term for you. If you remember in class 11th in energetics we have already discussed about this Gibbs free energy. And according to the definition, what is Gibbs free energy? This is the energy available for a system to do some useful work. That is a very simple definition. Means the energy which is naturally available for a system to do some useful work is called Gibbs free energy. Since in this electrochemistry mostly we are discussing about the galvanic cell, and galvanic cell is also a system and it performs some useful work also. So that is why there is a relationship between the Gibbs free energy and EMF of the galvanic cell. It is found that when galvanic cell do some work, and what kind of work is it do? Because you know that in a galvanic cell there is a change in chemical energy into electrical energy, and the electrical energy produced is involved in doing some amount of work, and who is doing that work? It is the number of electrons. Those are flowing through the circuits. Okay. So it is found that when a galvanic cell do some work, Gibbs free energy of that system, galvanic cell, decreases. So we can write that, and this is because of the reaction which is going in this cell reactions. So Gibbs free energy decreases. So we can write that electrical work done of a galvanic cell is equals to change in Gibbs free energy of the cell. So change in Gibbs free energy of the reaction. So this R represent the cell reaction. Okay. And since work is done by the system, then there is a decrease in Gibbs free energy. So we will write here minus sign minus delta Rg. Okay. So that is the relation between the work done of the galvanic cell. If we want to calculate the maximum work done by the galvanic cell, we have to know about the what amount of Gibbs there is a change in Gibbs free energy is found in the during that work done. And this electrical work done is also equals to electricity produced. The amount of means because as much electricity will produce, that much electrical work done will be possible. So this is equals to electricity produced, electrical energy produced. And to calculate electrical energy, how much electrical energy will be produced, it will be equals to means we can say that electrical work done is equals to the product of electrical charge into EMF of the cell. And to calculate electrical charge, we have to know that how many numbers of electrons flows, because these are the electron which carries charges. Okay, so this will be equals to NF, and EMF of the cell we simply represent as E cell. It means electrical work done is equals to electrical work done is equals to NFE cell. Okay, and that will be taken negative because this work is done by the cell. So this is the one relationship between electrical work done. If we connect with delta Rg, so we can write that delta Rg means change in Gibbs free energy of the reaction will be equals to minus NFE cell. Clear? Don't confuse that. If you say that why I am not writing minus, here minus sign is written for the work done. Since work is done by the system, that is why we are putting minus sign just before the delta Rg. But here delta Rg will be equals to NFE because already minus sign is taken in this one, so we can write that change in Gibbs free energy is equals to NFE cell EMF of the cell. Okay, so if you want to note down this, please note. So you have seen that what is the connection between, what is the relation between Gibbs free energy and work done by the same. So if we use the all the standard conditions means room temperature, if cell is taken under, means cell reaction is going out at 298 Kelvin or 25 degrees Celsius, and cell concentrations are also mentioned. This everything is taken in standard condition. Then we can write delta Rg naught means change in Gibbs free energy, standard Gibbs free energy of the reaction. This will be equals to minus NF E naught cell. Please see that here we are using E naught cell. This is cell potential, and when we use E naught cell, that provide us as the maximum work done. Maximum work done means we can write as this one, maximum work done by a cell. We can calculate as maximum, right? W maximum of the cell will be equals to delta Rg naught, or it will be equals to minus NFE naught cell. So if we know the E naught cell potential, this is the cell potential, we will use cell potential when maximum work done is asked, because during the work done condition, electrical energy will be withdrawn, and when we withdraw electrical energy, then E naught cell is called cell potential, and when cell is functioning without withdrawing the current, then it is called, cell potential is called EMF of the cell. So there should be no confusion. So whenever maximum work done is asked, you have to use this one, this formula always, or to calculate delta Rg naught, change in Gibbs free energy on the behalf of E naught cell. So let's try some numerical problem. So then in this all discussion till now, whatever I discussed, what is important? This relationship, change in Gibbs free energy and E naught cell. So remember this formula, and we are going to utilize this formula to calculate this problem. Okay, so I am going to pause the video, I will write the question, and then I will give you solution. So this is the question. Please listen me carefully, that if something is not visible on the board, you can hear me and that will be clear for you. So the question is, calculate at 25 degrees Celsius for the cell, and this is the cell representation, magnesium solid changing into magnesium ion, whose concentration is given 0.01 m molar. Sn2 plus changing into Sn, and concentration of Sn2 plus is given 0.1 molar. Okay, so what we have to calculate? Calculate cell EMF, and second, maximum work done for the operation of the cell. Some more data given. Standard reduction potential of magnesium is also given minus 2.34 volt. Standard reduction potential of tin Sn is given minus 0.136 volt. This is 6. And also here in the corner I have written 1 Faraday equals to 96,500 coulomb per mole. So this is the question. So let me solve. First we will calculate the cell EMF. Before calculation of cell EMF, we will write the cell reaction. So this is the procedure of solution. So we will write cell representation Mg2 plus. This is solid and this is 0.01 m salt base. Sn2 plus changes into Sn at cathode. This is solid and its concentration is given 0.1 m. So to calculate the EMF of cell, we need E naught cell. Okay. So firstly we will write the formula. So EMF of the cell means E cell will be equals to E naught cell minus 0.059 upon n log base 10 concentration. This is the important term. So as if you remember in the formula I have told you, if different concentrations are given here for the ions, then we use C1 upon C2. Two conditions are there, when the charges are same and when charges are different. I hope you have you know this. So let's consider C1. This will be C1, Mg2 plus, concentration of Mg2 plus will be C1 and C2. Means we are going to use the concentration of magnesium ion and concentration of tin. So simple. Any confusion? I think there will be no confusion because you have already practiced this kind of questions. Those who have not practiced, they may be having confusion, so that is your problem. You have to practice numericals just after the topic. Sorry. Now, so what we will do, firstly we will calculate E naught cell for this cell. So E naught cell is equals to E naught at cathode. This is the cathode and this is the anode. It means E naught Sn 2 plus oblique Sn, standard reduction potential of tin, minus E naught reduction potential of magnesium. This value already given here. So simple. Substitute the values here. So E naught cell will be E naught reduction potential of this tin is given minus 0.136 volt. Minus 0.136 volt minus, no need to write volt here, minus in bracket minus 2.34. So this will come minus 0.136 and this will become plus 2.34. So finally E naught cell will be equals to, let's calculate here, 2.34 minus 0.136. So it will come 4.9 sorry, this will be 0, this will be 2, so it will come 2.204. So it will come 2.204 volt. You see that here E naught cell is coming positive, means cell reaction is feasible. Okay. Feasibility of the reaction also you know. So finally what we will do, we will substitute down every values because N is also known here. For this cell system, 2 positive charge means 2 electrons are involved, so the value of N will be 2. Concentration of magnesium ion is already given, tin is already given. So after substituting all value, we can write EMF cell means E cell. First we are going to calculate E cell will be equals to E naught cell 2.204 minus 0.059 divided by 2. 2 electrons are involved here, log concentration of magnesium ion is given 0.01 divided by concentration of tin is given 0.1. Okay. If you will solve this, this will come 10 to the power minus 1 and that will be multiplied here. So finally we will have, and if we will divide 0.059 by 2, so it will come 0.029 something. I think you can calculate now. Clear? So do the calculation and get your answer. So this is the first part we have done, and now for the second. So please note down and do the calculation. So for the same, second part is asking maximum work done for the, we calculate the maximum work done. So we will write maximum work done, W maximum will be equals to minus N F E naught cell. Okay, so substitute the value minus N, number of moles of electron, 2 electrons are involved, means 2 mole of electrons are involved, so that will be 2 into the value of F already given here, 96,500. So 96,500 into E naught cell, that is the very important point here. You will use cell because as I told you that W maximum when we are calculating, we have to use cell potential instead of EMF of the cell. We will not use EMF, we will use cell potential, and cell potential we have calculated I think 2.204. So you have to multiply that, these all values, you will get the maximum work done in joule. Okay, so this is about Gibbs free energy and relation between free energy and EMF of the cell and numerical problem. So now I will give you some numericals as a homework. Please note down this. One more thing I would like to tell you that since here I have used a negative sign, so when your answer will come negative, negative is only indicating that work is done by the system. Otherwise, what will be the numerical value, that will be your answer. So don't be confused that why minus is taken here. This is only indicating that cell is doing work.